Welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and in this video, we are going to be taking this massively lifted F350 dually mudding. Now, before we dive into any of that, this truck, or you can find more information about this truck through Slowest Artist 10 on Discord, and I do want to go ahead and let you guys know right out of the gate that because it is fully branded, you can see the F350 badge right there, the 6.7 powerstroke badge, this is a PC-only mod. The other truck that we're going to be using in this video for hauling is right over there, and that is Buddy's RAM, and that RAM is, or I should say, information about that RAM is available through Buddy's Discord server, and it is also a PC-only mod as it is fully branded. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and fire this thing up, and I also want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below what real-world truck you think this may or may not have been inspired by. But let's go ahead and fire it up. It sounds so good. And, you know, I cannot get over just the sheer width of everything connected to that rear axle. It's insane. It's absolutely going to hang over the trailer, but, like, I'm not really worried about it because we're not going super far, and it's just, like, a very quick run down the highway to get there. But look at that. Oh, my God. Dude, I'm really glad we went with the wider gooseneck for this. But at the same time, I've got to say, it's still not wide enough. It's still not even remotely wide enough. It packs, though, so, like, it technically works. All right, let's fire this thing up. God, this thing has always sounded incredible. Let's see how far up we can go on the suspension. Not much. Like, really, truly not much. All right, let's ease it on out. Dude, this is gonna be an easy cruise, basically. An easy cruise down to the mud pit. Holy smokes. Wow, the weight transfer. That's gnarly, the amount of weight transfer there is. I almost got to drive in the middle of the road with this setup because the duals on that F350 are so wide that if I get too close to the guardrail, I'm going to legitimately, like, scrape the guardrail, tag the edge, and get stuck. So, it's not necessarily it's not necessarily the most simple load to haul, especially in tight areas. All right, let's make our way into the mud park now. We'll go ahead and let everybody know we're on our way in real quick. Yeah, that should let the entire valley know that we're here. Good God. That is so insane. Like, look at that. That setup is probably one of my favorite setups that I've ever hauled in SnowRunner, or at least one of my favorite setups that I've hauled as of recently. All right, let's make our way on through the mud. Well, that wasn't difficult at all. This thing pulls. I mean, it's got all that low-end torque, though, and it's got so much grip. I mean, for a dually like this that's, like, honestly a little bit more hauling-focused, the amount of grip it has is nasty. Like, the amount of grip this thing has is through the freaking roof. So, I cannot complain, not even remotely at all. Now, the first place that I'm going to haul that F350 to is the main kind of mud lane, or rather, like, the mud pit. Then we'll go to the larger mud pit. We're not going to send it off that ramp just yet. We might do that in a future video, though. If you guys want to see that happen, let me know in the comment section down below. All right, let's pull up. And I do want to go ahead and give it a little bit of room for unloading. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw the ramps on down, stop the engine, and then go ahead and unpack the F350. Now, let's go ahead and hop in this thing. We'll get in the interior view. This thing is gnarly in interior view. Look how high up you are. Like, look at the edge of the trailer. God, this thing is gnarly, isn't it, Beans? All right, backing it down. Nice and easy. We got it lined up really well before, so backing it down wasn't all that big of an issue. All right, I'm going to put it in low. We're going to pull on out into the main area. God, I sure hope nobody's coming this way, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter, does it? Like, it doesn't really matter if somebody's coming this way, because if they are, I mean, we're probably just going to drive over them. And let me back it up real quick. It's going to be an interesting one. It's either going to rip, or it's going to make it, like, 10 feet and bog down. Well, it's about time we found out. In 3, 2, 1, full send. There's high range, let's go. starting to bog a little bit. That's fine. Oh, I turned the all-wheel drive off. I was worried that I didn't have it on for a second, but then I should have, like, paid closer attention to whether or not the front axle was actually spinning. All right, let's lock it into low, because that's gonna be the best place for me to be for the entire journey through this mud pit. It's chugging along for sure. It's not slowing down or stopping, but you definitely have to be aware of your wheel speed, because if you give it too much wheel speed at any point in time, you will start to dig and you will start to sink. So let me make my way up to the right-hand side just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just enough. Oh, dude, that's wild. This thing is so good. It's like actually digging through this mud really, really well, especially for a dually, because a lot of dualies in SnowRunner have this issue where, for whatever reason, the physics system in the game doesn't like the wider tires, and it considers the duals one tire usually, so it makes them sink. But, like, this is actually, like, it's doing really well. It's really consistent. It's keeping a nice pace. It's keeping a lot of, like, actually, it's just, like, digging in and, like, and going. Actually, we might be able to go up to low plus here. Yo, we actually picked up some momentum. I'm honestly kind of proud of that. Like, this thing is, like, moving. Let me find a little bit of a better line. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right. Massively sunken in there. Okay. That's a thing. It's able to stay in low plus, though, so, like, I'm still properly proud of it. I love looking at it from the, like, inside the interior view. It's crazy because you're still so high above the mud, because it's, like, the sheer height of this thing is just tremendous. It rips, though. God, it absolutely rips. All right. Put it back into automatic, let that wheel speed pick up just a bit, kick the clutch, and we're good. Yo, I am mad proud of this thing. I know we don't have the faster gearbox, I know it's the slower gearbox, but I still want to send that ramp. I still really want to send that ramp. It's probably better that we don't have the faster gearbox, because if we had the faster gearbox, we would launch higher, and it would probably nosedive even worse. Third, fifth, maybe more? Maybe? Maybe not. Oh, God. Well, that probably wasn't the best way to do it then. We're maintaining pretty good pace through this mud pit, though. Oh, that's not bad at all. That's fifth gear. Down to second. As long as you, like, kind of keep a close watch on your gear ranges, and then you just bump the clutch whenever you need to, you can stay in just about the right gear for any kind of mud situation you might have in this thing. Now, I'm going to actually, like, because I feel like we know how it's going to perform in the rest of that mud pit. I'm going to go to one of these really gnarly mud lanes over here, because the one that we just went through, the longer one that we just went through, is really deep and really challenging, but it's not as challenging as the ones over here. The ones that we're about to get to are, when I tell you they're gnarly, they're freaking insane. They're absolutely next level insane. Got the camp over here. I feel like we could, like, absolutely just rip through the camp and wreak havoc, but I'm gonna be nice to the people that are camping at the mud park. Yeah, these are probably the gnarliest ones in the entire mud park. So, naturally, we've got to give them a go. In 3, 2, 1, send it. That's fourth gear on in, and immediately start spinning. I'm gonna go into standard low, and oh yeah, this is even slower. This, you want to talk about, like, actually properly gnarly. This is properly gnarly. I don't know of any other mud park that has mud that rivals the mud in these two particular mud lanes. They are insanely deep. Trying to kind of, like, feel around for traction at the front axle, and it's working to a degree, but it's still a slow go for sure. The rear axle is chugging away as well. Come on, easy, there we go. Oh, we found something. It's trying to grip up front. Let me see if I can take a little bit of a higher gear range. I can, but I think it's kind of like, it keeps running into spots where it either hangs up or starts to spin, and that can be sketch. Oh, you're almost there. Let me back off the throttle a little bit. Oh. Come on. Oh, it's like actually crab walking. Yo, that's wild. Just try not to high center, because that is something that can happen in these mud pits that are really, really deep. If you get both of the axles into some really soft mud, you start spinning and the truck sinks down. The other mud, the higher mud, can actually literally high center your truck underneath the middle, so like the middle of the frame. You will get stuck, no matter how tall your truck is. If you let that happen, you will be stuck, and stuck very quickly. Almost there. If we make it to the logs, I think we've got it. Yeah, if we make it to the logs and we get over the logs, I'm pretty sure that the rest of the distance in this mud pit is pretty much, I wouldn't say guaranteed, but it's pretty much covered that we'll make it there. Oh, almost. It's about a low plus. Easy, easy, easy. Oh, this thing's getting it. It's getting there. Come on. Find that grip at the front axle, and we've got it. We made it to the logs. Yo, that's nuts. And even after the logs, like, it's still gnarly. It's not quite as bad, but it's still not, like, easy. It's still not like, oh, if you make it over the logs, you're home free and you can cruise to the end. No, 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 no. It's still nasty, and it will still demand a lot out of you and the vehicle. Once you get on these logs, though, you can throw it into either low plus or automatic. Oh, second, third, fourth. Come on! Not bad. Dude. This thing is nuts. This thing is absolutely nuts. I love this truck. Not only do I love this truck, but I love how, like, massive it is, and yet it still works well. But if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.